Hey guys, how's it going? It's Annienova here, your favorite train wreck. I'm in a different room right now, different country actually. Long story short, I'm not in Korea right now, so I'm filming this on like a windowsill using natural lighting. I already realized that I'm late on like on my upload schedule, my non-existent upload schedule. But yeah, I thought I might as well like film this video because I'm currently in Switzerland, where I'm from. I'm changing over a visa so I can come back to Korea, and there's like nothing to do here right now, so I thought I might as well do something I should have been doing, and that's upload and edit. This video has been highly requested. I've done 2 videos about this before. Creepy, weird experiences with people in Korea following me, trying to talk to me and all of that. So you guys wanted to hear more stories about that, and I definitely have a lot of stories like that because I'm foreign and I'm also 5'9", so I just naturally stick out even more. So without further ado, my first story is like a multitude of stories. This is what actually caused me to want to make this video, is the fact that I go through like phases of not being bothered by anyone, and then it all happens like back to back in like the space of a week or something. I was going through something like that before I left Korea. It's this thing where men think or don't think it's inappropriate to follow me into my building and to ask for my number as I wait for my elevator. So this has happened to me 3 times now, 3 times in the space of a week. And again, like, there's times where I go months and months without having anyone do that. The first time it happened, I didn't even notice the guy. I actually thought he lived in my building. So I have my earphones in and I'm waiting for the elevator. And you know when you see from the corner of your eye that someone's trying to like talk to you? I see it and I'm like, oh god, like I don't want to talk to this man. He's like in his 50s, like definitely married, definitely has kids my age. Like, we make eye contact and he goes, hey, I see you come and go from this building every day. Let's be friends. And he like tries to give me his phone. And I'm just like so taken aback, like, what do you mean? Again, like I've spoken about this in other videos where I try to avoid saying things like, oh, I have a boyfriend or anything like that, because it really shouldn't matter. And I'm really trying to like train myself to stop saying that. I want to be able to like really stand my ground, even if that means like I have to argue with them longer. So in this instance, I looked at him and I was like, no. And like I felt so rude, but at the same time it's like, you're weird and rude for doing that to me, you know? But as a woman, I feel like we almost feel like we are required to like be nice to these weirdos or something. Maybe it's the way that we're raised or something, but I'm definitely trying to unlearn that behavior. So I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, okay. And he like turns around and walks out the building. So I'm like, so this man wasn't going to go upstairs. He followed me from outside. And then I realized I like replayed the whole thing in my mind, and I realized that I had passed him as he was leaving the building. I was coming in. So I think that I live in like a building where a lot of people just rent out the apartment and use it as an office. So I think that he like works on my floor, and that's why he sees me come and go. So he was finishing work and I was coming home from work. So he was leaving to go home, saw me, turned around and followed me back in to talk to me. So I really got freaked out, and I was like, it might have just been because of his English is bad, but the way he said it freaked me out so much. He says, I've been watching you come and go every day from this building. That's terrifying to me. So I'm like, okay, he probably works in the building. I'm pretty sure there's like a office like right across from my door, and they always have the door open. So like they see when I go in the morning. So he probably knows my schedule and stuff like that. I tried to look into like talking to the doorman or like the security people, but unfortunately like he didn't say anything like super threatening or anything like that, so it's not like I could do anything about that. But I'm definitely a lot more careful and aware of my environment when I come home, especially when there's someone else in the elevator. So that was one instance. The other, like, that happened like 2 or 3 days later. The same thing. I like went to grab something. I think I went to grab some like cat food from Daiso, which is like the Korean version of the dollar store. And bearing in mind, this is, I actually took a picture. I looked so disgusting, and that's what I didn't mention before. Like, I was wearing a mask like the last time, so these people don't see what I look like. Like, you can see this. I didn't do my hair. I didn't do my makeup. I didn't even like straighten my hair, and at the moment my hair is like half curly, half straight because I'm trying to grow out a perm. So I looked, I mean, if I saw myself on the street, I wouldn't want to talk to me. But I walk in, wait for the elevator, and some guy comes up to me, and he says it in Korean. He's like, hey, can I have your like contact details or something? And I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, why? Like, that's the thing, like, whenever you say no to these people, they get really sad because they know in their heads what they're doing is not the proper way to do it, because if I was Korean, they would never even fathom to think that that's okay. But because I'm a foreign girl, they think that I'm more open or open-minded to give them my contact details when that's not true. So again, I'm like, no. And I can see like from the corner of my eye that the elevator is getting down to down to the first floor. And I'm just like, I need to get rid of this guy quickly because I don't want him to, I know he doesn't live in, like I know in my heart of hearts that he doesn't live in this building, and it's really freaking me out. I don't want him to get into the elevator and to like find out which floor I'm on. So I'm just like, okay, I need to get rid of this guy quickly. And I'm like, I have a boyfriend. And as soon as I said that, he's like, oh, okay, got it. And he goes. And it is like a last resort thing that I do, and I hate doing it, but it works. So if you are ever in that situation, just say, to like save you from the hassle, just say you have a boyfriend, even though it's so annoying that we as women have to do that anyway. The second story, or third story, I remember the third story? Third story, second story. I was again coming home. These times, this is like 6 p.m, 7 p.m, like not late at all. I was getting off at the subway at my station, and I saw this guy in front of me. He turned around as I was walking down the stairs, and I immediately knew he's gonna try and talk to me. He's gonna try. And he stopped at the middle of the stairs because he wanted for me to walk past him so he can start walking with me. So then I stop. So now we're like at a standstill because he's pretending that he's like looking at his phone and that's why he's standing, and I'm doing the same. But then I'm like, okay, I want to go home. And we're like in the middle of a standoff here, like someone's gonna budge. So I just decide, like, I try and go to the other side of the stair, so I'm like further away from him, and I start just like speed walking down. And it's like a 10-minute walk from the station to my house. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just like imagining it. Maybe I'm tired. But I was right. Like, he caught up to me as I'm trying to like go to the gates, and he's like, hey. And I pretend that I don't hear him because I've got my earphones in, and I'm like typing to all my friends like, please call me right now, please. Like, because I like calling people and being like, sorry, I can't talk, I'm on the phone. So I end up so I'm texting all my friends like, are you free, can I call you right now? And this guy is walking with me, and he's like, oh, like, how's it going? Like, his English was really good. He's like, oh, hey, how's it going? Like, my name is so-and-so. I saw you and I just wanted to talk to you, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. Yeah. Like, I'm not engaging in the conversation. It's very obvious that I'm uncomfortable and not willing to talk to this guy. So then he's like, yeah, so I actually got off at the wrong stop. I have to I missed my stop, so I have to actually get on the other side to go one station back. And I'm like, that's nice, but he's walking the opposite way, like where he had to go to get on to the right train was the opposite. I was walking towards the exit. So he's like, yeah, so like, can I like get your number and stuff? And I'm like, no, it's okay. And he's like, no, like I don't mean it like in a creepy way, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I don't want to, it's okay. Again, like this is honestly the longest fucking walk of my life to the exit, to the like turntables where you can get out of the station. So I decide to call one of my friends. I'm just like talking on the phone. I'm literally on the phone to one of my friends, and this guy is still talking and trying to like prod me and be like, why won't you give me your number? Like, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to be friends. And then meanwhile, I'm like, I have enough friends. Like, I'm on the phone to one of them right now. And it was just like a back and forth. At that point, like as soon as my friend picked up, I felt more comfortable, and I was literally just like, hey, like, look, I don't want to give you my number. Stop following me. Leave me alone. And as soon as I said that, he like got upset. And he was just like, wow, like, you're so rude. Like, I'm just trying to, you know, get to know you, blah, blah, blah. And that's when I like walk away, and I finally get to the exit and go home. And the funny thing is, my friend, he was a guy. He like couldn't understand why I couldn't just like tell this man to leave me alone. Even though I still tried to be polite, because at the end of the day, like, I feel intimidated. Even though there's other people around me, I still feel intimidated because this man is literally following me. It's very obvious to me that he is walking the way he is because of me, because he's trying to like pressure me into giving my number or cacao. Another story I have, it's these stories, it's really sad, but I would not be able to tell these stories if I was Korean. And up until like all these stories I've just told, all of them I was wearing a mask. So afterwards I'm just even more offended, because I'm like, I could literally be so ugly, I could not be your type, but you don't, like, the only thing you care about is the fact that I'm foreign. Like, the only thing you are able to see is that I'm foreign. Like, I don't look good, I look tired. And these men are just like, oh, she's a foreigner, let me try, you know? So that's something I wish I didn't have to go through. But then again, being followed and being catcalled isn't just happening to me in Korea, it happens all over the world, really, wherever I go. But in Korea, it's for different reasons, I guess. Like, so this story happened when I just moved into my old apartment. It was unfurnished, so I had no furniture. I was sleeping on like pillows at one point because I just hadn't had time to buy anything. And I didn't have a lot of money, and I didn't really want to spend a lot of money. So I went on Facebook, and there's like a group where you can buy used furniture. And there was a guy who actually like resold old furniture. So I hit him up because it was like a legit business. Like, he did that as a business. He had a warehouse and everything, or at least he was working. Maybe he was just a delivery driver. I'm not 100% sure who this guy was, but I messaged him and I was like, hey, I'm looking for a couch, a bed frame, like all these things. And he's like sending me like a bunch of pictures of like the things that I can pick out. Everything was really normal. He was like, okay, I'll come deliver all these things to you, what's your address and stuff like that. I send it to him, he comes and drops everything off. Everything was fine, and I thought everything was fine, but it wasn't. So one night I get a message at like, I don't know, 7, 8. I just got home from work, and he goes, hey Annie, do you need anything else? And I just thought, okay, like, hustle hard king, like get your money. He's just looking to see if I want to buy any more things of him. I message him back and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe like a oven toaster or something. And he's like, okay, sure, like I'll like get you one or something. I'll send you some pictures later. He never sent me pictures of the toaster, and I still to this day don't have an oven toaster. Oven toaster? So then like maybe a week later, he messages me again. And at this time, he messaged me at like 11 p.m. So I'm at this point getting ready. This was pre-corona. I was getting ready for the clubs. So I was on my phone and he messages me. He goes, hey, And at this point I'm like, you've already messaged me, you didn't get back to me about the toaster oven before, so like what do you want? Why are you messaging me at a time like this? So I straight up like reply and I'm like, hey, what do you want? In like a nice way, but still like, hey, like I'm not interested in like small talk, like. And he's like, oh yeah, when I messaged you I didn't think that you would reply, haha. And I'm like, yeah, it's a Friday, so. And he goes, oh, I never forget this. He goes, I just joined a dating agency because I'm looking for a girlfriend and I'm not having any luck with that agency. And his English was really bad. So I'm reading this and I'm like, is this man saying what I think he's saying to me right now? But I don't want to like make any assumptions or anything like that, so I'm like, oh okay, well best of luck to you. And then he goes, yeah, so I wonder, like, do you want to go like have a coffee? And then he like starts talking to me about how like lonely he is and how he needs like a wife or girlfriend to look after him and cook for him and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I just want to go to the club. And yeah, he tells me how like, no, he can't ever keep a girlfriend and how he's so lonely. He just needs a good woman to like take care of him. And in my head I'm like, good for you, but that's not gonna be me. And I could see that he was like trying to angle towards like me and him like trying something. Like the underlying topic of that was very evident to me. So again, straight up I was just like, I have a boyfriend. And as soon as I said that, he was like, oh really? And he didn't reply. So then I think 3 days later, I'm out with some friends, we're drinking, and he texts me again. But I'm like tipsy and I show my friends and I'm like, is this normal? Like, am I just overreacting? And they're like, no, that's fucking weird. And he messages me, he goes, Annie, ... do you really have a boyfriend? ... And I'm like, yeah, I didn't at the time have one, but I was so freaked out because in my head I'm like, this man knows where I live. Why? He knows that I live alone because he's seen my flat. He has my like address stored somewhere, surely because he came to deliver. So in my mind I'm like, is this guy unaware enough for him to try and like make advancements towards a customer? What's to say that he's not crazy enough to like wait for me outside of my house or something to try and like talk to me? So I again was very, very freaked out. But yeah, as soon as I like told him again, like, yeah, I have a boyfriend, I'm with him right now actually, he went silent. He didn't talk to me for like 6 months. And then I'm a dumb bitch and I don't learn from my lessons, so I actually hit him up when I was moving out of my apartment because I wanted to see if he wanted to take the furniture that he had sold to me back. And he was like, oh hey, yeah, well I can help you sell them, but I don't take back things that I sold, whatever. And I was like, cool. And then he goes, so like, where are you moving to? And I'm just like, oh, why would you ask me that? Like, I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to find out where I'm gonna live, so maybe he can, I don't know. My mind runs away with me sometimes, but in my head I was like, what if he's been like watching me from like wherever, because he knows where I live, and now he's wanting to know where I'm moving to so he can like, you know. But I just told him somewhere in Seoul. And then he goes, oh, okay. Do you still have a boyfriend? And I was like, yep. And that was the last time we ever spoke. I think I should block him, to be honest. Yeah, no, again, if I were Korean, this wouldn't be happening. I didn't really think or know that like dating agencies were a thing in Korea. Maybe they're not, maybe he was just like using that as an excuse or something, but very, very creepy. And it definitely had me like looking over my shoulder whenever I came home from work to see if he was like in the bushes somewhere. So yeah, those are my stories. I feel like all my stories are kind of the same, like, oh, like a guy follows me and I'm just like, oh, and they're like, hi, and I'm like, But I hope you enjoyed these quick little stories. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's probably going to be like 2 minutes long. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to make like a part 4 of this, I still have a bunch of stories, and you know, the longer I live in Korea, the more opportunity these weirdos have to talk to me. So if you want a part 4, let me know. Also let me know if you want to see any particular videos and I might do them. So yeah, see you in the next video.